You guys, this is the second time I'm making this video because the first time my audio was not working. So round of applause to me actually trying again, because this was old Joy, I would have been like, it's just not meant to be. But you guys, I'm back. I know I've been away for such a long time, and I know I promised last year I'm gonna post. But this year, a lot of things happened, a lot of things went on. I actually have a very good excuse. I got married this summer, September 14th of 2025. I said I do to my husband, and that took away so much time for me because I was just like, I need to be focused on this, and it honestly was stressing me out that it took me away from you guys. But I wanted to end the year off with me being back. I'm definitely going to be bringing you guys a lot of videos. I have come forward with you guys today with all of my empties. Okay, these are all the products I've used this year, and I'm gonna be ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10, and I'm going to be telling you guys whether I'll be repurchasing them or they've been repurchased already. First of all, if you're new here, my name is Joy. Welcome to It's Joy. Welcome to the channel. I'm a licensed cosmetologist based in Washington State. I definitely love hair. I love beauty. I love all things beauty. But we mainly focus on hair here, and I'm here to teach you how to never have a bad hair day again. Welcome to the family, babes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see me on your screen again. Anyway, let's get started. I'm so excited to be back. First things first, the number one compliment I received this year was my skin. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, your skin. I love your skin. And I want to show you guys all the things I used in all of my empties in terms of skincare this year. Some of the things I did end up throwing away, but I will definitely mention them. Now, my favorite thing that I discovered this year was this CeraVe. Is it CeraVe or CeraVe? Either way. This is the CeraVe, and it is a hydrating cream to foam cleanser. A lot of people have been using oils and stuff to remove their skincare, but because one of my main focuses this year was definitely to shrink my pores, I figured, and I noticed that once I started using those oil-based makeup removers, my pores were just blowing up. So I was like, hold on, wait, we need something new. And I've actually been loving this a lot. It actually says it removes makeup, and it really does. It removes so much of my makeup. I've completely emptied this out, and I have bought a new one because it's that good. I definitely recommend this. It's a 10 out of 10. This is something I've already repurchased, and it lasts the entire year. I absolutely love her. This is the best pre-cleanse ever. Now, moving on to toners. I love the brand Good Molecules. It is a Korean-based skincare, and it's honestly so budget friendly. I only buy skincare 2 times out of the year. I'm no longer the type of person who gets easily hyped over skincare, because if I have something that works, it already works, and I don't want to sit here and guess games, especially with my money and the economy that we're in, about the products I'm going to be purchasing or using on my skin. Now, this, I could easily replace her. She doesn't do anything really significant. I just feel like she's a good toner. Now, is she great? No, but I have repurchased her 6 times because I'm just it's just part of the routine at this point. She has niacinamide, and she's a brightening toner, especially because I struggle with a lot of dark spots. I tend to drift towards anything that's brightening. I'm definitely going to repurchase her again just because I'm used to it, but I wouldn't mind trying something new. Now, for my nighttime, I actually have been introduced to these Meta Heal toners. This comes in a pack of 24, and they have different toning properties or different benefits within each package. So the brown package is a retinol. The first one that I used was a pink package, and it's like a photoenzyme. It's like a chemical exfoliant, because my person who does my skincare told me the reason my dark spots stay for such a long time is because my cells have a hard time turning over, and in order for me to help them turn over more frequently, I need to be using a retinol and a chemical exfoliant and a physical exfoliant. So since I started introducing that, I've noticed my dark spots do not stick around for such a long time. I introduced this to my friend who's even more of a skincare fanatic than I am, and she absolutely loves this. And I really like this product just because they used to sell refill packs, because this is $24 and the refill packs were like $21. So you literally only had to buy the packaging once, then after that you could just use the refills. But I guess they saw how popular they were and they stopped carrying the refill toners at Ulta. I definitely would repurchase that again. I highly recommend it. I have repurchased it again, but I've now moved over to Anua, which is basically kind of the same thing, but it's a lot cheaper. This is 24 and Anua was 22. I shouldn't say a lot cheaper. It's like $2 cheaper. I should have mentioned this. I have oily skin, so I get oily, greasy really fast, and my was using like thick moisturizers, but because I'm in the salon a lot, I'm sweating a lot, I get hot a lot, I realized maybe we should be using something that's more friendly for our skin type. That's when I started using Good Molecules lightweight daily moisturizer. I absolutely love her. My face still feels hydrated, but it doesn't feel really heavy. I've actually repurchased this 3 times now. I highly recommend to any of my oily girlies. I use this in the daytime, and then at night I go in with a thicker moisturizer. I have repurchased her. I definitely recommend, and she's a 10 out of 10. Oh, I didn't rate this. This one, I'm just gonna give a 6 out of 10. It's cute, it does its job, but is it fabulous? Is it anything miraculous? No. And this, I definitely say it's a 10 out of 10. Definitely saw a difference within my skin, and I have repurchased her before. This is Ouai's body cream, and this is in the scent St. Bart. This was the first time I had used any Ouai products, and they typically get a lot of compliments because of their smells. I'm definitely keeping the packaging. I believe, because I got this at the cosmetology store, and I bought this for $20, so I'm pretty sure it's like $40. And in my opinion, that's not worth it. I would just want this like in a perfume, but I wouldn't purchase this for myself again, just because of the price point. I also didn't think that it was like super thick. I had to end up I was using it all over my body. I ended up having to use a lot in order for me to get the amount of hydration that I typically do with other body lotion. So I won't be repurchasing her. If someone gave her to me, I'd accept. I love the scent, but I just don't think she does anything impactful enough to spend that price. That's all I have for skincare. On to the next. Next is going to be makeup. For makeup this year, we definitely locked in our top faves. I'm not a huge person, once again, who typically repurchases things, but as I'm getting older, in my 29 years of age, I've realized there's no point in playing with your coin. Purchase something you want to try, but you still purchase something that you know is tried and true. For makeup, let's start with foundation. I tried the Makeup by Mario foundation this year, and I loved the finish. I loved how my skin looked. Initially, I loved it initially, but as like the time went on, especially throughout the day, like I completely finished the bottle. Like it's literally completely empty, which I've never done with a foundation before. By the time I was done with my workday, my face might as have just been like vegetable oil, avocado oil. It was just like one big oily glob. I think if someone who has drier skin used this, they would absolutely love it. I'm in love with the finish. I love how it feels. I love how natural it is, but it's just not for my skin type. So I wouldn't repurchase. Based off of my skin type, I'm just gonna give it a 5 out of 10 to be fair. If anyone knows me, they know that I love a bright under eye and I love me some concealer, honey. Okay, I love to play around with concealers. And my 2 that I tried this year was Kosas. And I also tried the Pat McGrath Labs. I love the Pat McGrath. Love, like, the only reason I haven't repurchased it is because it's only available online. When I purchased it the first time, I was in Atlanta, and they represent my girl Pat well down there. I love this. I got no creasing. My under eyes felt hydrated. It was very lightweight. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. I want to repurchase again. I just have been lazy because I'm just like, let's go to Sephora and just get something. I hate waiting for something, especially something as significant as concealer, to come through the mail. Sephora, Pat deserves to be on the shelves at every Sephora, okay? Thank you very much. Now, the other one that I tried was the Kosas concealer. This is also completely empty. And I love this just because I liked how it dried down. I like the dry down. I like how matte it was. I love the finish. I would get some creasing here and there just depending on how I set my my concealer for the day. But with Pat, I literally could just be rough with it and she would just set perfectly. So I would definitely give this at least a 7 out of 10. I don't see myself purchasing this again. If I was in a tight spot, I would, because she performs well, but this is just better. I am currently using Danessa Myricks, and oh my goodness, love it down. If you know anything about me, you know I love a snatch. I love to be sculpted. I love to be the face to be snatched, especially because I feel like my face is like oval, but it's also like circular. I don't know. So I love anything that's going to give me any type of definition. As you could see, I'm obsessed with the contour. I'm obsessed. And when I discovered her, this Juvia's Place bronzer drop, and this is it's a liquid bronzer. This is in the shade Mahogany. Listen, she only has a little bit more use to go. I've never, ever, ever, ever finished a contour product because I'm always trying to chase after the next best thing. And this one, I'm definitely going to repurchase. 10 out of 10, would recommend. When I tell you she's deep, she's rich, she gives me warmth, she gives me sun kiss, she gives me day at like I'm in Jamaica or something. I'm in love with her. Stunning. Next is the Makeup Revolution, and this is a setting spray. This is their Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. It's an ultra matte finish with aloe and vitamin D. Now, they are lying about it being matte. It is definitely not a matte finish, but it does give me that really skin-like feel that I look for when I'm setting my foundation. Now, if you want something long-lasting, obviously there's so many other ones out there. My main concern is health reasons. I personally feel like one size's setting spray, like, I feel like we're going to be seeing like cancer rates rise up due to that. So like I finished one bottle of that and I never purchased it again just because I'm so health conscious. And I was just a little bit concerned about why it smelled like that. So then someone on TikTok put me onto this. This I've repurchased year after year. When I was doing makeup, this is something I kept in my arsenal. Look, I've already repurchased it. And I'm still looking for something that's going to give me a little bit more matte and longevity. I'm going to try the Danessa Myricks setting powder because everyone raves about that. I mean, setting spray. But I love this one. I would still use it even if I bought Danessa just because of the skin-like finish. I think I would layer it. So I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10 because I've repurchased it so many times now. Now, you have to believe that I repurchased it, and you could believe it because this is the new package. I've never repurchased. This is actually, I keep saying I've never repurchased, but I'm so serious, guys. I love to try new things. And the Huda Beauty Loose Setting Powder, you'd have to grip this from my cold body hand. I'm addicted. I love the way it sets my under eyes. Perfect. It's like natural. It just gives me this like the perfect finish and the perfect glow. Like, I just love how thin it is, how refined it is, and the fact that like normally whenever I do baking with other powders, I typically get flashback and I get a lot of patchiness, and this doesn't happen with her. This doesn't happen with her. I absolutely love this powder. And I've already repurchased her. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Now, but Miss Huda's lip liner, the color is great. This was in the color Rich Brown, and it did give Rich Brown. Like, it's such a deep chocolate, and it had just like a little bit of warmth to it. It was literally like the perfect Hershey's Kiss brown, especially for us dark-skinned girls, but it literally lasted 2 weeks and it cost me $20. And NYX literally has a shade that's equivalent to it that I still have. I still have my MAC Chestnut, and I've literally only purchased it once, and she's still going. How is this already out? Make it make sense. So I wouldn't repurchase just because I just don't think it's worth it, but the color is amazing. So I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10. My Maybelline, I literally only use the same mascara. I've repurchased this so many times, and I used to think mascara didn't matter. But the one thing that drew me to this Maybelline Falsies Surreal is the fact that it has a new technology. It's called a tubing technology. It basically, the mascara coats and creates like little tubes around your lashes, so that when you wipe your makeup off, it's literally falling off in tubes instead of it like, I don't know, getting everywhere and making your eyes look like a raccoon. And I always hated washing my face because I knew my eyes were going to sting because of the mascara. But since I discovered her, haven't let her go, and it specifically is because of the way it falls off of my eyelashes. Absolutely love her. I've repurchased her already. This is a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna be getting her again. Next is hair care. In terms of hair care products, let's start with shampoo and conditioner first, and then we'll move to like stylers and stuff. In terms of shampoos and conditioners, honestly, this would still be going if my son hadn't dumped it down our tub. This is the Matrix Instacure. If you've ever heard of Redken's acidic bonding concentrate line, it's amazing for bleach, color treated, silk presses, any type of hair that gets manipulated a lot. I actually like this a little bit more than Olaplex. Even though Olaplex's technology is a little bit more advanced, I just like how this makes my hair feel. And I meant to say, this is literally an exact dupe of that. They have the exact same ingredients. Literally the exact same, but I think that this is a whole lot cheaper, whereas Redken's is about $40. This is $20, and it also has a mask. The only thing that I really love about Redken's is the smell. It smells so good. I wish they could replicate that. I would repurchase this again, definitely for my clients. I definitely would give this I just wish it had a scent to it, but it does make my hair feel soft. I definitely did see less breakage within my hair, so I'm gonna give this a good 8 out of 10, honestly. Next is this Mizani Wonder Crown. I featured this last year. This is my absolute favorite pre-poo. Another one that I really like but I didn't use this year was the Amika Reset. This Wonder Crown pre-poo, I love it, especially if you're in a rush. You know you're supposed to be shampooing your hair 2 times. This I put it on my scalp outside of my shower, and my favorite feature about this is the nozzle tip. It gets directly on your scalp, especially for my girls who wear sew-ins. It gets in between that net. I love the cool minty menthol feel that it gives me. I love this. I've repurchased this multiple times. I recommend it to all my clients. This is definitely a 10 out of 10. My hair constantly feels clean after I've used her. If you have any type of scalp issues, I would use that. Okay, on to the next. Matrix is a brand I've really actually been exploring this year. It's the color line that I use, but my mentor uses this Matrix Food for Soft. This is the conditioner. I recently just bought the shampoo, but she uses this Food for Soft conditioner for her wigs. It smells amazing. It's an amazing hydrating shampoo and conditioner. This is something I've already repurchased again because I love it for my wigs. I love it for my hair, and I love it for my clients. It definitely has an amazing smell. It's such a thick conditioner. The shampoo is also very hydrating. It's also budget friendly. I absolutely love her. Would 100% repurchase again. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. Another thing that I love from Mizani, this was featured last year too, is this 25 Miracle Milk leave-in conditioner. You already know if you watched my video last year of my 2024 must-have products or my favorites. I featured this product because it just does so many different things. It's a detangler, it's a leave-in, it's a heat protectant. It just has so many different benefits that it's worth the repurchase. Everyone in my household uses one. Everyone in my household has one. Me and my husband share. It lasts such a long time. It makes your hair feel so soft, so nourished, and it really locks in that hydration. You already know she's a 10 out of 10. For my other leave-in conditioner, I used to be addicted to this Olaplex Bond Smoother because I like the fact that it was like a protein treatment, and it also really was so good for my silk presses because it weighed them down. But she's been replaced, and I had this is the only one I would repurchase for such a long time, but I discovered this Unite laser fluid. Now this one is full, but I have used this up at least 2 times now. This is actually a repurchase. So I'm absolutely in love with this product, especially for silk presses. This is my go-to for my girlies who do sew-ins. Anyone who rocks any type of leave out, she's it. She's that girl. I absolutely love her. And Unite also has an amazing detangler. I just like how lightweight this is. This is just a whole lot thicker. These two combined for a silk press, chef's freaking kiss. And she smells amazing. 10 out of 10. Next is going to be the Redken Spray Wax. If you hate your wax stick because of the oily, greasy, residue type feel it leaves your wigs, the crunch that it gives, this spray wax is like a light mist wax that does the exact same thing that a wax stick is going to do without the crunch and without the oil and without all the other mess. Absolutely love her. I've repurchased her multiple times because I do bridal hair, and she's key for a lot of the bridal girlies, a lot of the bridal hairstylists that I see. They have her in her arsenal, and I was like, wait, why are the black girls not hopping onto this? This is so tea. So I absolutely love her. Another one that I used was Cune Spray Wax, and I actually like that a lot better. It's just going out of my way to purchase it was such a headache. So it's just a lot easier for me to purchase this one, but the Cune Spray Wax is another one that I highly recommend. Now this one isn't empty, but she only has like literally just a little bit left. And this is the Amika Smooth Over Fighting Treatment for my silk press girlies, my leave out girlies, anyone who wants their leave out to last a whole lot longer. This is literally a keratin in a bottle. It is going to lock in your cuticle so that it has a really hard time reverting. The only thing is this does come with a learning curve. I had to learn that you have to put it at your roots so your roots don't revert. Like you have to really saturate your hair in order for you to really get all the benefits of it. This is something I have not repurchased again, but I will be repurchasing. 10 out of 10. Definitely changed my leave out game for sure. Another thing I've repurchased over and over again was this Matrix Tension Reliever. You know we do not do the oils on this side of YouTube. This Matrix Tension Reliever is a scalp serum. If your sewing is itchy, if your braids are itchy, skip the grease. It only adds to the itch. This actually soothes it, stops the itch, and it actually melts into your scalp and prevents you from getting any type of buildup, any type of dandruff. And if you have psoriasis or deal with any type of scalp issues, it does not feed that bacteria. Highly recommend. I've purchased this so many times, I've lost count. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Another honorable mention is the Matrix 96 Hour Top Coat. I've never finished a bottle because I keep giving them away. I think I purchased 4 within 1 month because they were just that good. My clients wanted to have them. They literally like would purchase them right off me. I gave my friend one of them, and then I have another one at my salon, and I just haven't repurchased one for home because I haven't been doing leave out that often. It's definitely been a wig era for me, but that is a honorable mention. That has transformed my life this year, and I highly, 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 highly recommend her. Another one is going to be the Moroccan Oil Hairspray. I love it because I feel like it doesn't give me that crunch. It uses argan oil, so my hair still feels soft. It still feels luxurious. Even after I use the hairspray on my wigs, on my weaves, on my silk presses, I just love how my hair still feels moisturized even after I've used an aerosol, and that's just so rare to me. So those are a couple of products that just weren't included or I didn't have empty packages of. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Those were all of my empties for 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm so excited to release more videos out for you guys. Let me know what else you guys would like to see from me. Let me know what advice, what tips, what are we doing this year for 2026 with upcoming hair trends. Let me know down below. I'm excited to be back, and I can't wait to post my next video. And remember that every day can be a good hair day. Love ya. Bye.